Hey there, Becca here from Inside the Square. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to change the color of the button in the header of your Squarespace website, specifically on a hover. Now, as always, the codes I'm about to share are listed in the description below, but let's hop on into my demo site so I can show you how this works. So here we are in my demo site, and if you don't see a button in the header of your website over here, hop into Edit mode and select Edit Site Header. Navigate to Elements, and this is where you can toggle on that option. So if you don't see a button, make sure you have that toggled on. You can type anything you want it to be and link it to anything on your site or the World Wide Web, all kinds of fun stuff there. Just make sure that button is on because that is what we're going to change with some code. I'm going to go ahead and select Save, and we're going to navigate to Design, and then scroll all the way down to Custom CSS at the bottom. This is where we're going to paste the code today. Now, real quick reminder, this is a global desktop element, not the mobile button. We're not doing anything to the button on the mobile version of your site. This is a hover effect for desktop, okay? Cool. So let's say all we want to do is change it to a solid color on a hover. I'm going to scroll back up here, and I'll paste that code that is listed in the description below, and it says header actions, button, hover, background color, purple, important. So when I hover over this button, it changes to purple. Pretty cool, right? Instead of the word purple, you can also use a hex color code or an RGBA color code, whatever suits the style of the colors you're using on your website. I just used a web safe color name, but we'll switch this up to my favorite hex color, and there we go. You'll see the same effect is happening. I have one other hover effect that I want to share with you. If we scroll down here, I'd like to show you how to create a colorful drop shadow on a hover as well. I'm going to paste this code in my custom CSS, and what I've said is on a hover, what I want you to do is give that button a box shadow, but take about half a second for us to see it. And then underneath that, the next line says, okay, when the button is not being hovered over, when it just exists, don't give it a box shadow, and take 5 seconds to transition back to this state. So check it out. Now when we hover over the button, we'll see that color showing up right behind it. If you want it to go a little faster, make it 0.1 second in both directions and watch it go even faster. Pretty cool, right? If you want it to take just 1 second, remove that, and now it'll go a lot slower to see that color effect. Now again, this code is listed in the description below. Just make sure you update this color so it matches your style and play around with some of the values in this box shadow until it looks just right. This 0px and 0px right here is what's creating the actual solid block of color. If you change those, it'll adjust the blur and spread so it'll be a little bit more blurry. Let me actually show you what that looks like really quick. We'll change those to 10. And check it out. Now it's just an interesting shadow. So leave those at 0 if you want it to be that solid block of color like I have right here in the example, okay? Awesome. Whatever you do, just select save when you're done and you'll be good to go. Alrighty, that's it for this tutorial. And again, the codes are listed below, but make sure you update the colors and any other values you want so it suits the style of your own website. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something awesome. And most importantly, have fun with your Squarespace website. Bye for now. If you liked this tutorial, you'll love my Squarespace CSS cheat sheet. I took all of my pro tips and custom codes specifically for Squarespace and put them into one gigantic PDF. Available now at insidethesquare.co/CSS. That's insidethesquare.co/CSS.